Hello, my merciful brothers and sisters. It is I, MisterMercy, bringing you another video with some Overwatch gameplay. So today, I want to talk about the new Overwatch webcomic, Reflections, because it's probably the most significant comic that Blizzard has put out thus far. In this comic, we see Tracer running around King's Row looking for a Christmas gift, but things keep getting in the way. First, she has to stop a robbery that she sees, then a store closes right before she finds what she wants. Nothing is going right for her in this Christmas shopping trip, but then a little girl on the street gives her a present. And, but Tracer's still feeling kind of bummed out because she wasn't able to get the gift that she wanted. So Tracer goes home, and she's upset that she wasn't able to get a gift. And then it's revealed that the gift was going to be for Tracer's girlfriend. So yes, it's now officially canon that Tracer is the gay character Blizzard has been hinting at since BlizzCon. Now, some other interesting things happen in the comic as well that we could spend a whole video analyzing and speculating on all this stuff in terms of the lore of Overwatch. But I think that first and foremost, we need to address the bombshell in this comic, and that is Tracer's lesbian relationship with this girl named Emily. Also, this isn't some kind of maybe she is, maybe she isn't thing, because it's very clearly in the comic shown that the two lock lips. They aren't friends, they aren't siblings, they are very clearly lovers. Now, before I go mouthing off my opinions about this comic, let me get some things out of the way first. I know I've said before in other videos on this channel that I'd like to keep politics out of this channel, but this is another instance where I'm going to make an exception and show you guys where I stand on this issue. So, first off, I am absolutely 100% for homosexual relationships. Personally, while I myself am not flat-out gay, I do myself fall between a 1 and a 2 on the Kinsey scale of human sexuality. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's kind of interesting. Which means that while I'm mostly attracted to females, I have dabbled in homosexual relationships as well. However, even if you take that fact off of the table, I still have many friends who are gay, and they are amazing people, some of the best friends I've ever had. So, that being said, I am glad that Blizzard went the extra mile to make one of the characters gay. And I know the company has a long history of being progressive with their games, and this is just another instance of that. I also would like to make it known that Russia has since banned this comic, because, you see, in Russia, being gay is still illegal, and anything that tries to normalize it is also illegal. So when this comic came out, it was immediately censored by the Russian government and banned for being quote-unquote gay propaganda. Now, I know it's a different culture, and I really have no right to tell the Russian government how to run their country, but come on. This idea that gay people are like some secret terrorist cell who aim to corrupt the Russian youth into their sexual cult, it needs to stop. The longer it goes on, the more the Russian people just look like idiots. Now, however, while I am very happy that Blizzard added a gay character to Overwatch, and I think it's very important to the medium, I am not happy that the character they chose was Tracer. So, let me explain why. The first reason why I think Tracer was a poor choice is that it's out of personality for her. Tracer has always seemed to be too goofy to care about her sexuality. I mean, I kind of pictured her as maybe someone who used sexuality jokingly in many instances, but never really truly cared about, about her sexuality or about her relationships. And that was, of course, the whole reason behind the removal of her controversial butt pose from the beta. It wasn't some feminazi SJW who was offended about seeing a butt in her face and requested it be changed. It was a father on the Blizzard forums whose daughter idolized and looked up to Tracer as a role model, and he didn't want that pose sending the wrong message to his daughter. Also, it's because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Also, for the record, this guy this father who requested that this pose be changed, he had nothing wrong with the sexualization of Widowmaker because he got that was in character for her. And he said it was out of character for Tracer, and I totally agree with that. Because to me, if Tracer isn't straight, it makes more sense to me to have her be asexual than gay. Second reason is that, to me, it feels like making Tracer the gay character was purely done to stroke Blizzard's ego. Think about it, they have 23 heroes in the game right now, and any one of them could have been gay. But they picked Tracer. Why? Is it because Tracer is their mascot, so they can have the bragging rights of having an openly gay character as their poster girl for the game? Because I'm sure the LGBT and any supporter of gay rights would have been fine with literally any hero in the game being gay. And I'm sure that still applies to Tracer, but it doesn't have to. You know, why didn't they choose Genji, or McCree, or Symmetra, or Mei? I'll tell you why. The reason the choice of Tracer doesn't sit right with me is that it feels cold and calculated rather than natural. I believe it was purely a marketing move to appeal to the LGBT and say, look, we have an openly gay character on the cover of our game. How progressive are we, right? Please buy our game. Now, the third and final reason why I don't like Tracer being gay is in the absolutely wasted potential. Now, I know that people are going to bring up in the comments, but Mercy, just because Blizzard doesn't announce that a character is gay doesn't mean that they aren't. Thing is, Blizzard is a very progressive company, alright? If they feel like a character is of a certain gender or sexual orientation, they're not going to hide that information due to fear of backlash. They are most certainly going to announce it. And the fact that they've only announced Tracer as gay and literally no one else means that they only ever had intent for Tracer to be gay, and that's it. That being said, it bums me out that they chose Tracer because of the dozens of other more progressive options they could have gone with. Think about how awesome it would have been to hear that Lucio was gay or that Ana was gay. Like, think about how out of the box and different that would be and how it would push towards better understanding of what being gay actually is. So, I also think that the biggest way they could have been more progressive about this is if they had made Zarya gay. Now, again, I can hear the comments now saying, but Mercy, that's just defaulting to the butch lesbian stereotype. First off, that stereotype wouldn't have even crossed my mind for Zarya, as I don't see her as butch to begin with. And if you do, then maybe you're the one being homophobic. Secondly, it would have been the most humongous middle finger to Russia, because earlier in the video I mentioned that this comic is banned in Russia for containing quote-unquote gay propaganda, and how awful it is that the Russian government is so anti-gay. So think about how powerful of a statement it would be if Zarya, a character that hails from Russia herself, a character who is a very proud patriot of Russia and loves her country so much that she's willing to die for it, turned out to be openly gay. I think that seeing a Russian character, especially one that's so proud of her country, take a stance and come out as gay to the fans of Overwatch, that would be huge and make so many fans, like, cheer for joy. But those are just my reasons why having Tracer be the chosen openly gay character rubs me the wrong way. Admittedly, her and Emily are cute together, even if it goes against my headcanons about Tracer and what I think that her personality is and stuff. But anyways, I know that many people are very happy with this news that Tracer is gay, but let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comments, as well as your thoughts on the comic in general. Like, there are some other really interesting, like, threads of discussion on this comic that aren't about Tracer being gay, so let me know what you think about those as well. And remember, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I'm MisterMercy. Peace, everyone.